Okay, alright, so I'm going to make roasted butternut with coconut and tamarind gravy and coconut rice and peas, and this is going to be for my brother Chuks, who's coming over tomorrow, so I hope you like this one. So let me give you the ingredients first of all. So we've got a butternut, yeah, not a big one, one onion, some garlic, a sprig of fresh herbs, should be thyme but I've got whatever this is in the garden, I think it's oregano, coconut milk, 2 tins of coconut milk, some black-eyed peas, some dried black-eyed peas, some molasses, I've got pomegranate molasses, some long grain rice, some turmeric, and some tamarind, some concentrated tamarind sauce, and also a chilli. I asked for 1 red chilli. I've got a really small one here because this is a bell pepper and they're really hot, so that will do. Alright, so that's your ingredients. I'm going to prepare these and then show you what that looks like before we crack on with the cooking. So I've prepared the ingredients now, pretty much. So the butternut, I have just, hopefully you can see that there, I've just cut that into wedges. I've got 2 garlic cloves that I've chopped up nicely. I've de-seeded that really hot chilli and chopped that up really nicely. Peeled and sliced the onion in half as well. Here you've got 500 grams of long grain rice, and here you've got 250 grams of black-eyed peas. Haven't done anything with anything else. So to recap, 250 grams of black-eyed peas, 500 grams of rice, 1 onion, peeled and sliced in half, 1 chilli, chopped finely, 2 cloves of garlic, chopped finely, and your butternut, cut into decent wedges. One thing on the butternut, this is me personally, we're roasting this butternut, so I leave the skin on because it's lovely and nicer, but you don't have to, you can take the skin off. Hat tip to Holly at work for that one. Okay, so essentially what I'm going to do now is read the instructions and then tell you what I'm going to do. The next step is to boil the black-eyed peas with the onion, just leave it like that in there, and the herb. You do that for about 45 minutes until the black-eyed peas are soft. You also coat your butternut in some oil and some salt, whack that in the oven that's been preheating, about 200 degrees, until that's ready as well. Alright? It's about an hour on now. Your butternut is done in the oven and your black-eyed peas are done. So we take the butternut out. They're looking lovely. We just set those aside. And then your black-eyed peas, they're nice and soft. So what we're going to do with these is we are going to discard the onion that's in there. And once we've done that, we are going to add the rice, the coconut milk, and enough water to cover it all. We put it down nice and low, so it's just lightly simmering, and we leave that to cook now for like, I would say another 40 minutes until the rice is done and it's nice and fluffy. Okay, so check your rice after maybe half an hour or so, because I checked mine and it is looking and tasting lovely. Give it a little stir. So nice. Yeah, just leave it with the lid on to steam. Alright? And we are now going to move on to the last bit, which, as I said before, is the tamarind and coconut gravy for the butternut. Okay, final bit. In a frying pan with a little bit of oil in it, you are going to gently fry your garlic and your chilli until that starts to soften up a little bit. Once that kind of starts to soften up a little bit, add your coconut milk. Okay. We're going to add a pinch of turmeric or two. It asks for 10 grams, but don't need to be too precious with this stuff, I think. So this is to taste, yeah? A little bit of turmeric, don't over turmeric it. I'll say that is probably more than enough. Lovely. A little bit of tamarind. This, you know, you need to know your own tamarind sauce. Some are stronger than others, so you really don't need too much of that. Don't want to overeat that. A little bit of this molasses. Same thing. I mean, this is pomegranate molasses. All molasses probably have different strengths and flavours. So we're going to add, and then we're just going to taste, and we'll just amend accordingly. Is it molasses or molassi? Or molasses? Or pomegranate? Molass. Maybe it's molass. Anyway. Okay, it looks nice. What's that? Maybe it could do with salt. Let me just taste this. It's actually really sweet and lovely. A bit more of that. Just taste this. So it's sharp at the same time. That's really nice, actually. That's gonna be good. Okay, so that's gonna warm through, that's fine. So we're gonna let that rest now as a video. Tomorrow, when Chuks gets here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna heat this up a little bit. I'm gonna add the butternut to it and just heat the whole thing through. Then I'm going to plate up with the rice, and then on that hot rice I'm going to pour that gravy over the top with the butternut as well, and then we're going to have a nice lovely green crunchy salad on the side that's going to have spring onion and coriander, and I'm going to put some pomegranate on there because I've got pomegranate. Anyway. So yeah, okay, so you'll see the final result tomorrow, but I'm happy with that now. That's probably more than enough to be cracking on with for now. Damn, that's good. Damn good. We've got a fresh green salad that I put together, beans and rice on the plate. We've added the butternut to the sauce, which we've heated up and just warmed that through, and then we just plate it up. You can't see my brother Chuks, who is here waiting, and hopefully it's going to be worth the wait. It smells nice. So this dish is butternut with coconut and tamarind gravy and rice and peas.
Ooh.
Looks right.
Tasty, man. Sounds tasty.
I'll save a bit there. Save my space on the plate. So the finished result looks alright.